In this video, let us solve these three problems to find the value of trigonometric functions in different quadrants. If you are not familiar with this concept, please start with video number 25 in this playlist. In this playlist, we have clearly explained how to calculate different angles, different trigonometric functions in different quadrants. So please start watching from video number 25. It will be very helpful to you. If you have already watched it, please pause the video and try it out yourself. You can come back and then check the solution. So let's get started. So the first problem, we have to find the value of cos pi by 2 plus x, secant of minus x, tan of pi minus x, secant of 2 pi minus x, sine of pi plus x, and cotangent of pi by 2 minus x. So we have to find what the value of this equation will be. So before we start, let's recall what the quadrants actually carry. So in the first quadrant, all are positive, and in the second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive, and in the third quadrant, tan and cotangent are positive, and in the fourth quadrant, we have cos and secant as positive. Let's apply this knowledge to this question. Now, cos of pi by 2 plus x means that it is in the second quadrant. So this will be minus of sine of x, correct? The first one. Now the second one is secant of x. Secant of x is cos of minus x is cos x. So secant of minus x is secant x. Now what is tan of pi minus x? So tan of pi minus x is in the second quadrant, and in second quadrant tan is negative. So this will be minus tan x. Now in the denominator, we have secant of 2 pi minus x. 2 pi is full complete circle, 360 degrees. 2 pi minus x will be the fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant cos and secant are positive. So this will be secant of x. And sine of pi plus x. So pi plus x is 180 plus x, which is third quadrant, and that is negative for sine and cosecant. So this will be minus sine of x. Now cotangent of pi by 2 minus x, that will be first quadrant, and in the first quadrant all are positive. So tan cot will be positive. So cot of pi by 2 minus x will be tan of x. So we can cancel out sine, we can cancel out secant, and we can cancel out tan. But if you notice here, the numerator has negative times negative, which is positive, divided by a negative value. So our resultant value will be minus 1. So this is how we can solve the first question. So in the second question, we have to find the value of cos of 2 pi plus x times cosecant of 2 pi plus x times tan of pi by 2 plus x divided by secant of pi by 2 plus x times cos of x times cotangent of pi plus x. If you're not aware about how to solve these questions, please start to watch from video number 25. In those videos, we have clearly discussed how to approach these problems, and every trigonometric function and its behavior in different quadrants has been discussed. So please watch those videos. Now let's start this problem. We know that cos of 2 pi plus x will be a first quadrant value. So this will be cos x. Cosecant of 2 pi plus x is 1 by sine of 2 pi plus x. So this is positive in first quadrant. So we can write it as cosecant of x, because sine of 2 pi plus x is sin x. Now tan of pi by 2 plus x, this value will be in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant tan and cot are negative. So this will change to minus cot of x divided by secant of pi by 2 plus x. This again is second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos is negative. So this will change to cosecant of x, but with the negative value. Now cos x we can retain it, times cot of pi plus x. So this is pi plus x means 180 degrees plus x, which is the third quadrant. And in third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. So with that information, we can change this to cot x. So let's find out which terms can be cancelled out here. Cosecant can be cancelled, cos can be cancelled, and cot can be cancelled. And if you notice here, this is a negative value divided by a negative value. So it will change to a positive value, and we have 1 as the answer for question number 2. Let's solve the third problem. So let's start changing the values. Sine of pi plus x is third quadrant. So in third quadrant, sine is negative. So we would have minus sine x times cos of pi by 2 plus x is second quadrant, which is negative for cos. So this will be minus sine x again. And tan of 3 pi by 2 minus x. So 3 pi by 2 is 270 degrees minus x. That means this value would be in the third quadrant. So in third quadrant, tan is positive. So this will change to cot x, and cot of 2 pi minus x. This is the fourth quadrant, and here cot and tan are negative. So this will be minus cot x. Now let's check the denominator. So denominator is sine of 2 pi minus x. So this is the fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant, sine is negative. So this will change to minus sine of x times cos of 2 pi plus x. It's the first quadrant. Everything is positive in first quadrant. So this will be cos x. Cosecant of minus x. So sine of minus x is minus sine x. So cosecant of minus x is minus cosecant of x. And sine of 3 pi by 2 minus x. So 3 pi by 2 is 270 degrees. So 270 degrees is it's a boundary of third and fourth quadrant. Minus x would be in the third quadrant. So in third quadrant, sine is negative. So this will be minus cos x. Now let's see what terms can be cancelled. So let us check this. So cot can be written as sine by cos. So this will be minus sine x times minus sine x times cos x by sine x times cos x by minus sine x. Then in the denominator, this will be minus sine x times cos x times 1 by minus sine x times minus cos x. So in the numerator, the sine x can be cancelled, and in the denominator and the numerator, cos x can be cancelled, and the sine x can be cancelled in the denominator. Now let's see for the negative values, if there is any negative value. So the numerator, there are 3 negative values. So this will be minus 1. And denominator, again we have 3 negative values. So this will be minus 1. So the resultant value will be plus 1. So this is how we can solve the third problem. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.